Hi everyone, and welcome to the S2 computing course. We've heard a lot of good things about you, and we heard that you were fantastic in S1 at computing science, so we are really looking forward to teaching you what's on offer in S2. So before we go on, I'd just like to talk about why computing is so important. It affects every single walk of life these days. And if you think about our own situation in the last few weeks, working from home, learning and teaching from home would not be possible if it wasn't for technology. The way that we are posting work as teachers and you receiving it, completing it, and we doing kind of online live clinics, trying to create a virtual classroom. And again, that's technology that's brought everyone together. And even as families trying to communicate with aunties and people around the world, this is all possible due to technology. Computing also improves efficiency, and if you are a business which is trying to get things done quickly, then usually a computer would be involved in that process. There's also an unlimited supply of knowledge, and if you think about if you want to know something these days, you pretty much ask Alexa or Google, or you find out yourself, but that is through all the information which is stored on servers connected by the internet, and all that information is just at our fingertips. And new markets for growth. Every single business in the world will be affected by technology, so it's really important that as we move on, young people like yourselves all have a good grasp of how technology works and what it can offer for us. Now, even away from schoolwork, I bet there's been a fair amount of Netflix, Spotify, YouTube, Disney Plus, all being used throughout lockdown to give us that little bit of downtime. Now, every one of these sites or websites is held on a server with millions, potentially billions of songs and movies all being held and being accessed by, again, millions or billions of people throughout the world. Again, this is technology, and if it wasn't for computing at the heart of this, then this downtime and this entertainment that we've all been enjoying through quite a difficult time would not be possible. This year in computing, we are going to start off with programming. Now, we did a bit of programming last year, and I heard you did fantastically well using Scratch. Scratch, if you remember, used different blocks of code that you click together in order to make a complete program or a game. Now you will see those same sort of concepts of maybe loops or an if then and else in the sort of programming that we're going to do this year. Now we're not going to use Scratch, but we're going to use a programming language called Python. Now Python is one of the most widely used programming languages in the world. And if you know anybody who's a programmer or a family friend who knows a bit about coding, ask them if they've heard of Python, and I bet they have. It's a really, really important language in the world today, and it's a fantastic opportunity that you're getting to learn some. Now, because you are all working from home, we've created a St Aloysius S2 Computing Science course for programming on something which is called Trinket, which is a website. And that allows you to write Python, to view Python, to even watch videos and try out different tasks and questions through that actual website. You can see below how a bit of code would look, where on the left hand side you will see the actual code, and on the right hand side you'll see what will actually happen when you run that code. We will tell you which pages we'd like you to complete in a week, and then at the end of that week we'd like you to submit a quiz which will test your learning for that particular week. During the rest of S2 we will make computer graphics, audio, we'll make your own websites from scratch in what will be a very creative and imaginative course. We're delighted to have you, and we wish you well learning computing science in S2 this year.